We have this thing called the place, purpose, life, and career exploration. So this is the idea that we want you to get a good job and we want you to be able to pay for your life. But we also want you to love your life and to feel like your life is a gift of service, that you're making a difference out there. All right, we're on?
We are on!
Oh,
Welcome everyone to Coffee with the President. You are going to love this president, President Shushak. Thank you for doing this. We're here at Roanoke College in Salem, Virginia. Amazing. First of all, thanks for having the college tour here.
Yeah, what do you think about this campus?
It is as quintessential. What I think is absolutely stunning. Wait till you start watching. Wait, you watch the episode. Please come check it out. Yeah. We're in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's beautiful. It feels quintessential Virginia to me.
Oh,
it's just beautiful. But why don't you describe the campus?
Oh my gosh! What you could not find a more bucolic place because of the mountains, the nature, the streams. It is an outdoor lover's paradise, but we're also bumped up against this beautiful small town Salem that is part of this larger city, Roanoke, which has a huge young outdoor vibe. So you get the small campus, bucolic outdoor atmosphere, plus this thriving mid-sized city that is full of young people and activity. It's awesome.
It is so awesome. I'm going to tell you a funny story. Last evening, I'm in my hotel. My in-laws drive up, to say hi to me. And they come into Salem. They live in Charlottesville. And they're staying in Roanoke. And they came into Salem like, this is like so awesome.
It is awesome.
So it's great that you have, because Salem's so quaint and so beautiful. But it just like, as you mentioned, the fact that you have Roanoke, as well, it's a little bit bigger. Yeah. It's a special place. And I love you to describe the surrounding areas. I mean, because Appalachian Trail's not far off of here.
Oh, Mackinac Knob is just right. I mean, 5 minutes. It's incredible.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
Well, and what about our students? Pretty awesome, huh?
It's awesome. I can't wait for you to watch this because these students are great. We tell so many different stories. It's the diversity here. Students come from all over the world. You have some that are coming in from their own backyard.
Yeah.
What makes you so proud of the students here?
Oh, you know what I love is this is a place that just at its very core accepts everybody exactly for who they are. They show up, and however they are is however people want them to be, and everyone is welcome here. And, our students come from all over the country, and you said all over the world. And this is a truly inclusive place. It's not performative. It really is a place that welcomes everybody. And I love their sense of adventure and excitement about learning and trying new things. This is I think our students are brave here. They want to push themselves to do new things.
Yeah, we're going to profile someone who came here from Vietnam, someone who came here from South Africa, some people that are just, right down the road. And so, it's a really special place. What's your favorite part about being president?
One of the things that I love about being president is whether it's a generation that graduated 3 generations ago or our new students, Roanoke College has been a facilitator. I call this place a friendship factory. Whatever happens here while they're here, they get a circle of friends that last them through an entire lifetime. And people who live fully and happily, they have friends. And no one graduates from Roanoke College without a cadre of friends that last the entire lifetime. And whether I'm talking to someone who graduated from Roanoke College that's in their 80s, or whether someone has graduated from Roanoke College 5 years ago, they've got their friends that are for a lifetime, and that is the recipe for beautiful life. Yeah.
I love that. It's one of the one of your colleagues or some of the staff that's been working on the college tour is really fun. One of them was like, when I went to school here, came down from Chicago, never left.
No,
someone else was like, I moved here from Seattle, never left.
Yeah.
It's a special place. What are some upcoming programs? What's the future look like here? What's your, some of your new initiatives that you're bringing forward?
We have a ton of new majors. We've got 2 new master's degrees, an MBA, and it's a 4+1. So you move directly from your undergraduate degree, 1 additional year, you get your MBA. We have a new master's in education. We also have a whole bunch of new majors. We have a new major in finance, economics and finance. We also have a new major in marketing, in screen studies, disability studies, and we have a really cool major in cannabis studies. Now, I know people are going to say, cannabis studies. Well, this is all about the policy and science of something that's really changing our world. And all our scientists are telling us, we need people to understand the implications of the changing acceptance of cannabis in our society, and that's a new major. We're one of the few on this side of the country, and
congratulations.
but it's everything from the way we look at the criminal justice system to sociology to politics to science, and it's a very rigorous major. But I'm excited about that. One more is we're one of 5 schools over in the state of Virginia where you can sit for your CFP, your Certified Financial Planning degree, upon graduation. And that is a really big deal. So a lot of cool stuff going on. Yeah. And someone probably told you we're starting football here.
Yeah.
We have marching band, competitive cheer. So a lot of fun stuff going on.
Oh, so great. And back to the academic side of it, there's something that we're stressing in this episode that we've just seen throughout campus, and I'm curious of your thoughts or how you push that through. It's just it's like you're all getting your hands dirty. Experiential learning is a really big part of the curriculum here.
Yeah. Oh, and we have what we call our Elizabeth campus, where the Environment Center is, and you can go over there and see all the work that they're doing to restore some areas that have been polluted. They're working with streams, water conservation, thinking about it is a living laboratory. It's part of our campus. One of the few places that our students literally are getting their hands dirty in the soil, working on projects, doing research. It's everywhere. And I think this whole outdoor area, paradise that we live in, is a laboratory for our students who really care about the climate.
Yeah, you can sense that. It is an outdoor paradise. We do a whole segment, you gotta watch in the episode, that's just talking about the location. And it's a huge part. It's a huge part of the decision. Like I always mention, it's like this is wherever you go to school is going to become your second home. Whether you stay there or not. And what I love about this area is that there are jobs here.
My gosh.
And so the availability, I'd love you to talk about just the availability of the internships and the businesses that are here, because that's a huge advantage that you have. That's in your backyard.
We work really hard. We have this thing called The Place: Purpose, Life, and Career Exploration. So this is the idea that we want you to get a good job, and we want you to be able to pay for your life. But we also want you to love your life and to feel like your life is a gift of service, that you're making a difference out there. So that's why we, purpose, life, and career exploration. And gosh, I love all the stories. I have a lot of our students come here and they say, I want to go to law school. We'll get them an internship in law school and at a law office, and they'll come back and say, I don't want to go to law school. So, that is a great internship, just as much as the one that affirms that this is exactly what you want to do.
I couldn't agree more, because sometimes it's important to figure out. This is why I call it. We call it just like a playground. Right?
It is a laboratory for life.
100% to try different things. It's just as important to figure out what you don't like, as in finding out what you do love and finding that purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. And gosh, we spend more time in our life at work. And if we don't find a place that gives us energy, that every day we leave thinking, that mattered, that counted, then we're missing out. And we have this opportunity to help students think about that, to test it out. Lots of partnerships in the city of Roanoke, in Salem, whether it's in public service or it's in a business sector. And then, of course, we've built all kinds of partnerships. So, for example, Virginia Tech is up the road. Our students can do what we call direct to tech. They can get a master's degree in computer programming engineering after they graduate. And their senior year here counts as their first year of their master's degree in Virginia Tech. All sorts of just cool partnerships. We have another partnership with William and Mary down the road. Partnerships with industry, with government, with other higher education institutions, because we want our students to have lots of different experiences. We have a great program where our students can spend a semester in Washington too. For the same amount it costs to go here and live here in Salem.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where is that?
Yeah.
I mean, your energy and excitement.
It's because I want to be on the college. I want to be the host of the college
Do you want my
tour.
job?
I do. Yes. I told you.
You can take my job.
I want to be
any day.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you be as a president?
I think I would love it. This is legit. Like everyone who works on the college tour, and a lot of us come from adventure. I was telling you before we started rolling, adventure travel backgrounds. How many of them say is like, I want to go work on a college campus because when you see the youth out there,
Young people give you energy and hope.
There's an audience that watches the college tour that's older, right?
Yeah.
And it's fun when you get their messages because in a world that is, media is trying to divide. I don't want to say they're trying to, whatever. It's divisive. It's tough times. People get arguments. When you watch the college tour, you're like, the next generation's awesome. The world is in good hands when you see, and I always say like where the students are today and what they're getting out of higher education, much higher than what I went through. And I'd just be honest, when I was coming out of school, when I had actually, where my head was at, when I was coming out of college, I listen to these young people now. They want to change the world for the better. I mean, their mission and their driven purpose and things, it's impressive.
Well, my favorite saying, if you don't like what's happening out there in the world, whatever that is, whether it's climate change, whether it's, inequity in the world, there's no better place than to be right here because this is where people are preparing to go tackle those huge problems. And I find this generation just downright inspiring.
Yeah.
I have a lot of hope about the future. I think this next generation is going to be a game changer for our country and world.
Amen to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Amen
And by
to
the
that.
way, you're an example of someone who loves their work. I told you that when you
Yeah,
came in,
yeah.
and we want everyone out there
I know,
to
it is-
find what gives them joy.
And it's so great to hear that from you. I was speaking to some students the other day, and that was my message over and over. I was like, I'm really blessed. I consider myself extremely blessed to love what I do, and that was my number one encouragement. Was like figure out, just like you mentioned, of like figuring out what you don't like. That's important, but finding that purpose because I don't feel like I work 10 times more than the average person, right?
Yeah.
Just like I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I'm working at all.
I could tell the minute you walked in, and we want that for everybody.
And the fact that you're building that culture here, it's a gift. It's a gift that you're giving these students.
Yeah, and we talked about this, and I just want to mention it. Our country needs more college graduates. Our economy depends on it. I think there's some messages out there that's just
It's
suggest the
incorrect.
contrary.
It's incorrect.
It's not right.
You have to going to college will change your life. You have it is. I mean, you can look at the business, labor, and statistics. You just from sheer how much money you'll make and how better your life will be from unemployment to every degree you get starting in high school. Your wages in general will go up and your chance of unemployment will go down. And so, but like we're moving so fast. Machine learning.
You got to move.
And so I just, going to college it needs to happen. And we need more students going.
Yeah, and people who come to places like Roanoke College where they can study all sorts of things, they become agile and adaptable. They're going to do just fine as the economy evolves because they're going to be able to pivot and to learn again and reskill and learn again, and that's the name of the game in the 21st century.
I couldn't agree more. It's a gift that you're giving these students because it's not, the generation of staying in the same job for your whole career it's rare, and you're going to need to think, and you're going to need to pivot, and you need to change, and having that, mindset of I've learned how to think. I've learned how to problem solve. I've learned how to critically think to move forward. One thing before we wrap up, I'd love to talk about is there's a lot of history here. Really
almost,
cool history.
almost 200 years. Yeah.
Right? I'd love you to just talk about that and just some of the traditions that have been passed down from student to student because it's really, really cool.
Well,
it's very rare that it's not as you have such a cool history here.
Yeah.
I think we need to talk about it a little.
Well, hey, this weekend is a big tradition. It's called President's Ball, and I love it. I'm going to wear a tuxedo, and how often you get to wear a tuxedo?
Yeah.
Students dress up, they dance the night away. We just have an incredible time, and it's really important. And of course, in the fall, we started a new tradition, and that's what I like about Roanoke College. We have traditions that have been around for decades, and we also have new traditions because every time someone new comes to Roanoke College, they change us because they bring themselves with us. But we're from Texas, and so we started what we call the Shoe Shock Shindig. It's a huge
love it.
Texas.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's just a big country dancing, line dancing, barbecue.
That's
event.
great.
And it's a ton of fun. But
I have to join. I have to come to that sometime.
no, if you
would
want to
love
see
that.
1,000 students line dancing,
I want to see that.
and we
Yeah.
have a line dancing instructor.
How fun
And,
is
yeah,
that?
and so those are two student anchor events. You got the Shindig in the fall, you got the President's Ball in the spring, and then just a ton of traditions and activities. I'm sure the students have told you all about them, but this is a place that is steeped in tradition, but it's not stuck in tradition. It's always reinventing itself because you got new people coming all the time that are changing us and bringing new things. And we are always iterating for 200 years. I mean, the Roanoke College of 20 years ago is not the same one of today, and we wouldn't want it to be because we got new people. We want you to contribute to this culture and be a part of developing something great.
Well, they are under such great.
Oh,
they're
man.
under such great leadership. I mean, your energy.
Stop it.
I know, but I was saying this before we even started rolling. It's just like your energy. It's palpable. It's exciting. It gets me fired up, and we see it in the students. We see it in this campus. We see it in the faculty. So thank you for what you're doing for this institution. Thank you for what you're doing for the area, the country, the world.
It matters.
It matters. It really
matters.
does.
It matters. And for the viewers out there, I need you to write to the college tour and tell them that you want me on staff.
That's right. The new host. I'm not gonna have a job. I'm gonna lose my dream job. This has been awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you so
ton
much
of fun.
for doing
Oh,
this.
thank you for being
having
here.
the college
Thank
tour
you.
here.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
Take care.